I mean, they say that I do not want to liken him to what they say, that does the same thing over and over again and expects the same results.
Yes.
Magic. There is no abracadabra. You know, you will not say we put like this, we put like this, cost of living disappear. No, it's not possible. And therefore, if Raila means well, there must be better strategies. That's all I'm saying this morning.
Pretty much. But Mr. Mungai, in a proper democracy that we want to represent Kenya as, that if a president essentially is sitting somewhere knowing very well what the number of registered voters in a country are, good, vis-a-vis 15 million signatures that are coming from majority of these registered voters who are telling you, well, we do not have confidence in the way that you're running the government in a properly functioning democracy. Is that not ground for a president to say, well, I rescind my position? Because majority of Kenyans are now saying they do not have confidence in my parliament and in my presidency.
You know, we take jokes too far.
It's not a joke, Mr. Mungai. In a proper running democracy, in a democracy.
And I'm not sure why I'm laughing, because some jokes are not laughable. You know,
Mr. Mungai, can I probably put it in a different scenario? If you were the president today and you got 8.2 million votes, and there are 15 million signatures that are sitting somewhere saying, well, we do not like the way this country is getting run, is that not reason enough for you to be concerned?
You know what I'm telling you?
Yes.
Leave alone 15 million signatures. There are 40 million of us Kenyans who are affected by high cost of living. And I said that's a fact. It's not even the 15 million. The 40 million of us, each and everyone, including the children who have not been born today, and you have seen the cost of diapers has gone extremely high. The cost of formula milk has gone extremely high. So even the children today who have not been born are essentially coming into a world, those women who are in their trimester, they are coming into a world where the cost of living is high. So we might as well say 40 plus million of us are feeling the effects of the high cost of living. That is not in denial. No one is contesting that. That is not in dispute. All I am saying is there must be serious ways of intervening, because we are all after the same thing. So how does putting our children in danger reduce the cost of living? How does deploying young men and women who are jobless to go and face police bullets? And in this case, I do not want to say that I do not support the fact that our children can get butchered animals on the streets.
Yes.
But when you put our children on harm's risk to defend that which you call democracy, where do your rights end and where do mine start? And I am saying even the 15 million, that's a conservative number. I am putting it to you this morning and to Kenyans that the 40 plus million Kenyans are feeling the effects of high cost of living, and not just in Kenya. We could even join our neighbors in Uganda. I mean, for instance, how come Ugandans have a lot of food? Because in essence, what we are saying is that when we are measuring inflation, I mean, the cost of food is a big factor. That basket is a big factor. Why has Uganda cracked the fact that their food is abundant, the prices are low?
Yes.
What can we borrow from our neighbors in Uganda to make sure that we cushion ourselves?
Yes.
Is it putting our children in harm's way? Is it putting our children in front of trigger-happy police? When those families are crying, who speaks for them? Who speaks for those people whose children were shot in the streets?
Yes.
Isn't there a better way of addressing this issue? That's just what I am saying. I'm not saying that we are not feeling the effects. I have not taken breakfast this morning. In fact, if I can do, I'm taking water. I mean, the cost is high. But what do we do to make sure that we salvage the situation? Collect signatures? Who will we use to collect signatures? The same hungry Kenyans? I mean, there must be better ways of going about things in our country, and things that are good for the 21st century.
Mr. Mungai, I'll be crossing
That's
over to you.
what I'm putting out here to Kenyans.
I don't know whether we should apologize to you this morning for taking water for breakfast. We'll be coming back to you now, probably now. Some supporters will tell you, well, if you're taking water for breakfast this morning, then come join us in one way or another. And I do have that particular response from you here. I'll be reading it to you then. Let me cross over to the studio this morning so that I could introduce the conversation. Mr. Rogo Daniel, how are you doing, sir?
Good, how are you?
Fantastic, I can't complain. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. There are a couple of issues that I want you to put into proper perspective this morning, and that's the same question that I'm putting towards Mr. Mungai. It is true that if you look at the Constitution of Kenya, it's only in Articles 144, 145, 146 that tell us exactly how you can take a president out of office. Yes, we do agree, to the extent that we do know that these particular signatures that Mr. Raila Odinga is collecting from the Kenyan economy would do nothing. They would essentially not say, since we've reached 15 million, then indeed we can take Ruto out of office, just like Raila Odinga is saying. But not properly functioning democracy, when you do know very well how many voters are registered, how many Kenyans